Hello students, a very warm welcome to 2020 JEE Main PYQ session on current electricity. Of course, as you know, we are not just going to discuss the concepts. We'll of course be discussing all the concepts like a revision for your current electricity. One of the most important topic with lots of weightage for your JEE Mains. You can typically expect, one of the highest questions from JEE Mains, but a very simple topic. Literally the simplest topic for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. Even JEE Advanced preparation, it is going to be current electricity. And today we'll also discuss some shortcuts like, calculation shortcuts, how do you get answers, and we'll of course discuss some concepts. And in fact, today we have some new concepts in the session. I haven't posted it out on Telegram channel. Yeah, just informing you right now that we have some new concepts in the session that we haven't dealt before. And do not forget to share this video with your friends on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook group, etc. And do also like this video. And why am I asking you to share this? Because 2021 JEE Mains is coming up. And this is one of the most important sessions, and also it's going to be a free of cost full length session, right? So do share it so that someone in need will get access to this full length high quality PYQ series. Now we are on 2020. Don't worry, by the end of the month we will be thorough with current electricity. We'll be doing so many PYQs. So make sure that you're attending each and every session. Even if you miss out one session, try and attend it the next day. And that being said, students, I'm Muralidharan Gopalakrishnan. Completed my MS in Electrical Engineering from one of the top ranking American university. I'm also an IIT who completed BTech from IIT Guwahati. I have 4+ years of experience preparing students for IIT JEE and other competitive exams. And I filed 25 patent applications on, electrical engineering stuffs in India, US and Canada. That too on the state of the art technology, and it's going to be super interesting. Today is going to be really very interesting session. And that being said, if you're looking for a complete package for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. Why do I say that? Because it's a complete package, because you are going to get everything that you need for your JEE preparation, and it's going to be like daily live interactive classes with the best educators across the nation. Because we have all the best educators on this platform, we have aggregated them on this platform. You're going to get something like the best of the kind of quality lectures and programs for your preparation, and that too on a very interactive and attractive platform with lots of polls and leaderboards. That way your learning becomes very interesting. And not only that, Unacademy subscription platform comes with a lot of tests, and these test series are conducted by the best educators. So think about it, you'll be getting high quality papers for your JEE preparation, and you'll be also getting an analysis along with them. And you will be you're going to compete with students at a national level, and you'll be getting the rankings, etc. And you'll be able to analyze your position, you'll be able to improvise upon your mistakes, and overall you'll be observing an overall improvement on Unacademy subscription platform. And not only that, every program on Unacademy subscription is going to be like a structured program, and every fourth session is going to be a live doubt clearing session. And in fact, you will have access to these educators taking this doubt clearing session on a very systematic schedule. Like every fourth session is going to be doubt clearing session, as I told you, and also you'll get on every program access to quizzes and mega quizzes. And not only that, it's only one subscription, and you can access both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced program. And first of all, how do you get this Unacademy subscription? You need to click on the left hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, choose IIT JEE as your goal, and hit on this get subscription button. Don't worry, we have programs for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced at a single pricing on your Unacademy subscription platform. And students, yes, you can access as many programs as you want, you can attend as many programs as you want. There is no restriction on those things, and there are no batch limitations, etc. on Unacademy subscription platform. And coming to the part of pricing, it's pretty reasonable. I would say very reasonable, especially if you are in 9 to 11 class. You're typically going to go for a 24-month program, because it's a 2-year long journey. That's where you're beginning your journey. And at that time, if you're looking at the pricing, it's going to be only 70 rupees a day. Okay, that's 50,400 for 2 years. And for 12 months, for 12-month program, it's going to cost you like 34,650. And who do we recommend these programs to? Students in 12th class, students who are droppers, or students in long term. And what is the pricing? It's like 34,650. That's less than 2,900 per month. Okay, 2,888, you can calculate this. And this is about plus subscription, where you're getting access to all the features that we have discussed, like classes, daily interactive classes with best educators on the best platform, and in the form of structured programs. We have something beyond that known as iconic subscription, where you not only get access to all of the features of plus, along with that you can get personal coaching, one-on-one mentoring with IITians and IITians with their expert guidelines. So it's kind of going to be like, you're going to get expert guidelines on how to prepare for the exam, how to crack the exam. You'll be getting motivational sessions, many more things from IITians and IITians who have previously cracked this exams. So it's going to be like an amazing thing for your JEE preparation. If you can afford it, one of the best things, because you'll be getting personal advice from IITians and IITians only at the price of 58,500. If you're a dropper or a long term, that's for a 1-year subscription. And if you're going for a 2-year subscription, it's going to cost you 90,000 for 2 years. That's less than 50,000 a month, 50,000 a year, 45,000 in a year. Definitely it's one of the reasonable things for your JEE preparation, and an amazing thing because you're going to get more than a complete package on iconic subscription, on plus subscription. Anyway, it's a complete package. And students, yes, coming to the pricing part, these are like the prices that you would see after applying Murali Live coupon, because if you apply Murali Live coupon, you will get the max best discount on your subscription purchases. So make sure you're applying Murali Live coupon, be it like 6 months program, 12 months program, 24-month program, plus or iconic subscription. And students, yes, not only that, you can unlock many features on Unacademy learning app. You can apply it on Unacademy Combat. So make use of Murali Live code wherever you're requiring a code. So do not forget to do that. And let's get into today's lecture. Before that, do remember, this is one of the best time for your JEE preparation. Probably you're going to get lots and lots of holidays. Make use of them, especially 2021 aspirants. Of course, do enjoy your time, do enjoy this time, but make use of this time smartly, and that is very, very important. And if you're not doing anything, at least plan how you're going to approach this exam. Approach the exam means planning your preparation, etc. And believe in yourself. Everything will happen. Seek something truly from your heart. Ultimately, the universe will conspire for your success. And do remember, you must be always over here. I will do it, and you will ultimately be able to. Let's get into the session. It's going to be a very, very simple topic. It's a very simple topic, students. Okay. The question says find the value of I1, and I1 is this current. Okay. It's an easy question, students. So think about it. There is an 8-volt battery given to a configuration like this. Rest of the here is the thing. First of all, answer is 2 amperes. The moment you look at it, you can mark this 2 amperes without even any thinking. I'll come to this part if you don't understand it. See, you're not worried about rest of the network. It's a parallel combination, right? This entire thing, this between A and B is the current, right? Between A and C, between A and C, and on which resistor? This 4 ohm and 4 ohm resistor, which is like basically the current is going to be the same. It's like 4 ohm and 4 ohm. And what have you done? Parallel combination, you don't have to worry about anything. You know the potential. You need to calculate the net resistance, and you'll be getting value of the current. Okay, we'll get into some mathematical simplifications, logic simplifications, etc. Throughout this chapter. Okay, did I say 4 or 2? Did I say 2? It's basically 1, guys. My mistake. Sometimes it goes wrong like this. It's best to solve it. How you can mess up in your exam. Alright. So what is the net resistance? 4 and 4, 8. So your answer should be 8 volts divided by 8 volts. That's it. So net resistance in this case is going to be 4 plus 4, 8 ohms. And current is going to be how much? I1 in this case, I1, you just have to be calculating it for this. This 4 and 4, 8. V by R, that's what we are doing. V by R net. So I don't have to tell you what is this value is. This basically 1 ampere. Have I told you like 2 amperes? That is wrong. But it's a very simple problem. So work around it like once or twice. If even in your exam, this is just an example to tell you, it can go wrong. Work around it. Easy questions, you don't want to miss it out. Simple question, right? Again, we have another such question. Okay. I'll come to this part. For students, we'll go through the concept. Don't worry. And there is also another way of doing it. I'll come to the first part, then we'll move on to the second part. Okay, that is like the easy way of deducing the answer. So now you have 4 resistance. What are those 4 resistances? 40 ohm, 60 ohm, 90 ohm, 110 ohm. 40 ohm, 60 ohm in series with parallel with 90 ohm and 110 ohm. And what do they make? Arms of an quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. Across AC is applied a battery of EMF 40 volts. Okay. With any internal resistance. No, I mean like without any internal resistance. So negligible internal resistance. Else you will be adding that as well. Internal resistance exists. Here comes the internal resistance. It's going to be in series with both of these. I mean like with this network. It's 0 in this case. Now, what is the potential difference across B and D in V? Observe the thing, how we are going to do this. See, multiple ways are there, definitely. One is you do the usual way, you know it should be 40 volt across A and C. Okay. BAC, be it across that network through D or the network through B, it should be dropping how much? Like 40 volts. Let's do a thing. What am I going to do, of course, some technique, like some mathematical way, I would say, or a logical way. See, it's series 40 ohms and 60 ohms, so 40% would have dropped on this and 60% is remaining over here. Whatever is that, 60%. Okay. Now next thing. Okay. What about this? This is 90, 110. So basically it's like 45 and like 55 in series. Don't worry if you're not understanding it. We'll come to the detailed solution. Even detailed solution is less time taking. This is just for you. You can apply it some other time. Sometimes this kind of patterns do repeat. So that is the reason we are discussing. Okay. So this is what? This is 90, 110 and this is how much? This is like 45%. Remaining is how much? 55%. Dropped is 40%. 40% is dropped over here. And this is how much? Like 45% is dropped over here. Remaining 55%, remaining 60%, which is going to drop on 60 ohms and 110. Now let's come to the point. What is the potential difference across VBD? Basically, how much? 5%, right? Basically, easily said, it's 5% in this case. In this case, it works. Not all the time. We'll get into the solution as well. 5% of total. What is 5% of AC? 5% of 40. That should be a VBD. Okay, I'm coming to short solutions, hence I'm not discussing one by one. We will be getting into that one by one thing as well. This 5 by 20 is like, 5 by 100 is 20. So there you go, it's 2 volts. That's what it is. 5% be correct. Yep. Yeah, I think this is the shortest way. I don't think there's any other way of doing this thing. It's 2 volts, that's it. There's nothing more to think. I'm just thinking you shouldn't be this. Because 5 volts would become more than 10. Okay, I hope you understood this method. take in such cases like where you have this quadrilateral case, we are discussing about which case? Quadrilateral case. So let me move on to the next question, page. We'll discuss the detailed solution. So let me again come to this point. Whenever you have quadrilateral things, if at all possible to assess this way, do it. That means this solution should strike you within like 15-20 seconds, because we have already discussed it, right? If you're watching this video, you already know this thing. If not, step by step. If this thing does not, like if the calculation is messy, something is making it look difficult for you, like the kind of the numbers, let's say here it's 115, no, instead of 110 it's 115, other is like 90, then go for the easy step-by-step method. Still within the percentages, if you have options, you should be able to guess it. Easy. Let's move into the step-by-step. Quadrilateral, you can apply it in other cases. Okay. Basically, if you understood what we have been doing, really good. Amazing. Okay. So step-by-step method would be, we have to find out what is going to be the potential that is going to be present at P. Okay, what is the potential that is going to be present at P? Basically, think about it. What we have been asked in this case is, you are going to place a potentiometer or an ideal voltmeter and try and measure the potential between this arm. Okay, and other case could be it's also a Wheatstone bridge, right? All right, guys. So in such situations, what do? Do a very simple thing. You first of all find out what is the potential at B. Okay. So you think about this as like 0 connected to the ground of the battery. So I'll be saying something like this: VA minus VC, going by nodal analysis, is 40 volts. Be it you go in this direction, you're dropping 40 volts. Be it you're going in this direction, you're dropping 40 volts. That is first thing. And next comes, of course, the next equation is going to say like VB minus VC is nothing but VB, right? And what else do you have? You have something like, okay, this is like going step by step, etc, etc. And we need to find out what do we need to find out? We need to find out VA minus VB, so that we can get value of V. Some value is going to be there. Okay, it is also, I think, okay, it's easy. And VA minus VB is how much? Potential dropped on this 40 ohms. That's it. Potential dropped on this 40 ohms. Just a moment, students. I am not able to see the live streaming happening. Yeah. Just a second. Just going. Okay, let's get into it. So yes, I think there were some issues with my mobile network, I guess. So let's have a look at this. So it is basically potential drop across 40 ohms. That's it. And similarly, how are we going to find out VD? VA minus VD is how much? It's going to be like VA minus VD is going to be like potential dropped across 90 ohms. Okay, potential drop across 90 ohms, 40 ohms, we need to find it out. And one more thing, what is the value of VA in this case? If you take VC to be 0, it's basically VA minus VC is 0. Just we do this thing. VA is 40 volts. So if you know the value of VA minus VB, you will be able to find out VB. Okay, we'll get into this. So there you go. It's basically 40 ohms. First of all, we need to find out how do you find out 40 volts. It's basically saying that total potential drop is 40 volts. That means potential drop across 40 ohms is how much? The ratio of 40 plus of 60. Okay, 40 divided by the ratio of like 40 divided by 40 plus of 60. Okay, you say something like this in series. If you remember, we used to write down like this. Whatever is the total potential is going to be the in this case V of 40 ohms. Okay, so what is the total? Total is 40 volts, and that has to drop between A and C. And then we have something like 40 ohms divided by 40 plus 60. Okay, this is 100. Yeah, this is little India. I didn't know that. Yeah, this is 100. This is going to be like 16. Okay. So V of 40 ohms. Okay, this is like the step by step. This is 16 volts. Okay, and what is VA minus of VB? That was like 16 volts. What is the value of VA? Like 40 volts minus VB is going to be like 16 volts. And what do we have? VB to be like 40 minus 16, which is going to yield something like 26, 24. Okay. That, yeah. Let's move on to the next one then. And next thing we have to find out is what is the potential drop across 9. You can also think about potential across 110 ohms, but let me do it this way, because if you're going one by one resistor, this is how you have to do. So 90 ohms is going to be R1, 90 ohm divided by 90 plus 110 ohm, that is R1 plus R2 into that of how much? 40 volts. Basically this guy over here. Okay, and this is like 200. It's basically 90 divided by 200 into 40, which is very easy. Like you cancel out these things and you have 2, you're going to get 18. Okay, so now you have the equation. Equation which says, so this equation says VA minus VT is equal to 18 volts. That means VD is equal to VA minus 18 volts, and we know the value of VA is 40. 40 minus 80, so the value of VD is going to be 22. Value of VB was how much? 24. Okay, so you have both of them. 2. Okay, in this case, 1 is also good enough. If you know what is the potential drop across 60, still you can do it. But what am I saying is, you know the potential drop across 60, still you can do it, and 110 still you can do it. That is basically VB and VD. But here's the issue. There are like 3 resistors and 2 resistors on the other side. Maybe this is an easier method. So between B and C, what if there were like 3 resistors, 2 resistors, something is happening, etc., etc. So this is an easier method. Not easier, but a more systematic method. Okay. So there you go. You have VB minus VD, which is going to be 24 minus 22. That is going to be 2 volts. That's VBD, right? What? There you go. That's but it could have been a simple one-step solution. The same thing we are getting 24, 22. Easy thing. But I think that was far better. Try to make use of that kind of techniques that you come across, because this is little lengthier. Else in this case you have to understand how much is the potential drop across 60. In the specific case you can do this thing as well. Like, you assess what is the potential drop across 60, what is the potential drop across 110, and you subtract from this. Total is 40. 40 is what is the thing that you have to understand? 40 volts kept in parallel across any network will anywhere drop only 40 volts. Current will also be generated accordingly. Let's move on to the next problem. Very interesting problem. Practical, very interesting, and even when it comes to calculation, you need to use some approximation. I hope students have watched the video yesterday or trying it out. I've tried it out already, because I've told you, I've shown you yesterday a solution where we got like 100 by 308 or etc. Then I said it's between 0.33 and 0.32 or something like that. So your answer should be like whatever whatever you're getting. Don't remember exactly. But today also we are going to do the same thing. But there is a concept in this. This is an amazing problem. Literally one of the best problems of 2020 January session. New concept, amazing problem. Calculation is also challenging. It's up to you how you're going to do it. We do it step by step. There is no thing that I can't really say that I'm going to guess it right away from not possible. You need to understand the concept, but it's really easy. So an electrical power line having a total resistance of 2 ohm delivers 1 kilowatt at 220 volts. Okay. So what does this power line do? The power line is delivering 1 kilowatt power. Okay. 1 kilowatt power. And at what potential difference? 220 volts. First of all, you should try and understand one thing. That is, the current. And this power lines 2 ohm is doing what? This power lines 2 ohm is a loss. The power, while you're delivering the power, what are you doing basically? You're losing some power. You're finally getting an output to be 1 kilowatt. Input was some loss on this 2 ohms. Okay, I'll get into this question. It's a very interesting question. Definitely one of the most interesting. I don't know. See, what you have some, a DC mains, I guess, in this case. DC mains. And this DC mains is at 220 volts. Just assume this is the mains, and then what you're doing is you have some network in between. Generally, you have a network in between while you're supplying this power. You don't use DC, etc. And what is happening is you can assume this. There are some resistors, etc. impedance, and this is 2 ohms. And your final output is there, right? That output is 1 kilo. And this 220 volts is maintained. 1 kilowatt output. Input was how much? We have to find it out. Input is that loss on the 2 ohms. Hi, hello everyone. I 1 to be 43 nickel Geeta. Hi everyone. Okay, good. Focus on the problem. Very good. Just focus on the problem. It's very easy problem. So there is some loss on this. Future also you can expect this problem. Once it is asked, expect it multiple times. It's a very good problem. Okay. And good evening, students, and a very warm welcome. Okay. Maintain completeness, especially when current and electricity is very easy, guys. Okay. Only few questions will come like this, but you are going to have 2 to 3 questions, and this is one among those questions. And if you know this, you probably are able to solve it. Okay. So there is a power loss, and this power loss is determined by what? Some current that is flowing. And how do you determine the current? You know the output power that you are able to deliver at some potential 220 volts. At some potential 220 volts, you are able to deliver output power. Okay, if you're not understanding it, do let me know. Okay, current is how much? If you remember, V into I is equal to P. That means your current is how much? P by V, total power that you have delivered divided by the potential. Okay, so that was the current. And the 2 ohm is also consuming some power. Okay, this is just the current that we are deriving. 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt is how much? 1000 divided by volt. That's 220. Let's keep it as it is. 21 amperes. Okay, for now just keep it as it is. What are we going to do is, we're going to understand one more thing. I hope this is clear. What is this loss? This loss is nothing but power lost. How much? Some current and the transmission lines resistance, the power lines resistance, that is 2 ohms in this case. Basically you have a value like something like 1000 divided by 220 whole square into that of R. Keep it this. Let's keep it like this for now, as usual. You know why? You know the output power, you know the loss, you know the input as well. What is input? Input is going to be loss plus of output. Right? Your input is going to be loss plus of output. And output is how much? That is 1 kilowatt. What is efficiency? Efficiency eta, we denote it with eta. That is power. That efficiency is what you give something and you get out something. If whatever you get divided by whatever you are supplying. Okay, clear? I hope everything is clear up until now. Now we have some calculation gimmicks that we need to do. Okay, you can simplify it. Well and good. If you are able to do that, this will come out to be something 4.4.4. And I think there are 2 nearby answers in this case, 91% and 96%. Okay, good. You're definitely going to do some calculation gimmicks. Without calculation gimmicks, this is not happening. Okay, it's simple. Just keep watching. So efficiency, we denote it with eta. Okay, sometimes even eta can be given in your question. Generally, they won't do it. That is going to be power output divided by power input. And what is power input in this case? It's power lost. Generally and most of the times and always, that is it. Power out. Power out plus power loss plus power out. Power out divided by power out plus power loss. Now let's get into the calculation gimmicks. Keep noticing, students. Keep noticing carefully. Don't miss this thing out. Power out how much? 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt is how much? 1000 watts. Okay. Divided by 1000 watts plus of that I square R. What was I? I was P by V whole square into 2 wholes. Easy. 1000 whole square, 1000 by 220 whole square, right? Into 2 wholes. Let me do a thing just for or understanding. We'll for the calculation purposes. Try to do something. Understand this thing carefully. This is 1000 divided by 1000 plus of 1000 into 1000. Okay, I'm just simplifying it. Students who have already understood the method, very good. It's easy to predict once you get this. It's easy to calculate. There's no prediction in this case. Literally, there's no prediction in this case. This is definitely one of the 2022 paper is awesome. But this is not a very friendly question. The earlier one is a little friendly. Okay, no, this is easy though. 1000, 1000, 1000. Yeah, 1, and 1. Okay. And one more thing. What is this? Inside you have, you'll get 10 into 10. So 2 zeros can be cancelled out. Basically, what do you have? If something like this, if something like, I'll come step by step. 1 divided by 10, 1 divided by 1 plus 10, 22 whole square into 2. Okay, really simple. Let's calculate this. We need to calculate this part. Shall we move on? Okay, you need to work on some approximation, students. You have the options. Okay, the options is not given to you and calculator is not given to you. This is not a thing that you can do. Really, this is not something that is possible in that 2 minutes. 10 square, or sorry, it's only 10. Sorry, 10 divided by 22 square. What is 22 square? I don't know. Let's keep it as just 20. All I know is 11 square. Generally we study until 11. It's 484 anyway. But I know up until this 11. So let me simplify it. 11 is how much? 121, and into 2 is how much? 242. That is going to be 1 divided by 1 plus 10 by 240. There is no root other than this. Now just try simplifying. What do I mean by simplifying things? Now get to the rest of the process. This 242, and on the numerator this 242 will go. Basically 242 divided by 242 plus 10, which is nothing but 242 divided by 252. Okay, you can simplify this thing once at least. This is going to be 121. This is going to be like 126. Okay, that's it. 121 divided by 126. Okay, you could have simplified it here itself. That is totally up to you. However you'd like to do this. Very good, Geeta. Very good, very good, very good, very really good. Amazing. Okay, now let me come to the trick. If you know it, very good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to approximate out things. This into 100. What am I going to approximate out? I'm going to reduce one on the top, one on the bottom. Of course, my value is going to come out little less than what it should be. Okay, we are only being asked some percentage, like up to 0 decibel. So I'm going to take it as 120 and 125 on the bottom. So this is 4, this is 5. And this would come out to be something like 5, 20, 24, 96%. Approximately 96%. It's 24. What did we get? 24. So sometimes you want to do this. There's 91 and 96. Very close answers. If it was until 90, right, most of you would have guessed it even without do further proceeding with this. Next is going to be 9 times. It's going to be 0.9 something. That is where you want to avoid the confusion. It's going to be little less than 96% or little more than 96% actually. Approx. Very good. That's it. That's the way to go about it. Easy. I hope this is clear. 96%. Very interesting question. Full power delivered at some potential current. From the resistance, you will be getting the loss. Power loss plus power output is the total power delivered. Power input by power output, power output by power input is eta. Efficiency. Simple. This is a cakewalk. Now you'll notice January paper was just literally a cakewalk. Post this, we get into some more interesting questions. Like let's just keep doing this, okay? I'll come to the concept as well. Galvanometer of resistance G is converted into voltmeter of range 0 to 1V by connecting a resistance of R1 in series. Okay, now the thing is, generally it is assumed that R1 is so like big that you are not considering that value of G. Okay, R1 is the guy taking care of that potential. Okay, the additional resistance that should be connected in series with R1 to increase the range of the voltmeter to 0 to 2 volts. Going to be how much? Initially it's 0 to 1 volt, and then how do you make it to 0 to 2 volt? You know what is the limiting factor in galvanometer? Current. It's a current sensitive device. If you connect large resistance in series, still it is a current sensitive device, and but it can measure a larger potential because G is generally very small. If you connect it, if you shunt it, you say it shunted, right? You connect something in parallel, what is happening? It's a ammeter. There will be also an ammeter question definitely in the upcoming 2020 PYQs. I told you, like, electrical instrumentation is one of the most important topics, right? You'll typically notice questions. It's a simple one. R1 should also be the correct answer as such, but R1 plus G is given to you. R1 plus G is the more correct answer. It's like a serious question. Okay, I'll get into the concept. R1 could also, if you're thinking R1, why not R1? G should be a very small value. That is true, but we are given no other data. We have no other information. It should be R1 plus. Basically, what is this thing? Let's understand. Okay. I'm going to give you a quick recap on galvanometer. You have a galvanometer, two things shunted in parallel. I mean, like this galvanometer actually is represented something like, has some G resistance in it. So there are two things that you can do with this. I'll quickly explain this. One, you connect a large resistance in series. This should be large, and what happens? Majority of the potential is going to drop across this. That's none of our business. It's basically a current sensitive device. Now its potential measuring capability has increased. And the other thing that you can do, so it's a voltmeter. Voltmeter, you need voltage range, and for ammeter, what would you do? You would shunt it across with a large resistance or a small resistance. A small shunt resistance, and this would become what? An ammeter. The concept is still only that limiting current Ig, we call it as limiting current Ig, will be flowing through this, but some large current Is will be able to flow through this, hence it can handle. Okay, I hope you got a recap of ammeter and voltmeter. Now let's move into this. This is a very simple one. What is being said is, what is the limiting factor? Have I told you? It's Ig. Some current it cannot handle beyond that current. That is the issue with galvanometer. So what have you done initially? You have connected some resistance X or R in this case, and you're trying to measure the potential for zero current. For zero current it was like for zero current you're able to measure 0 volts. For maximum current Ig, you're able to measure how much? 1 volt. So it's basically saying Ig into G plus R is actually 1 volt. Okay. Now next thing is you need to measure up to 2 volts. How do you get the 2 volts? Basically, you don't know what is inside this. You can do it in multiple ways. So you are going to write down an equation. Ig into G plus R is already existing, and then you add a resistance X, unknown value X is equal to, you say, 2 volts. Okay, and you can substitute the value of Ig, etc., etc. But it's clearly evident, right? What should be the value of X? X should be something like, G plus R. Okay, just thinking there be a better method. Yeah, there is, to substitute the value from here. Let me do this thing quickly. What is the limiting factor? In galvanometer, it is current. From here, can we say something like this? Ig is equal to 1 divided by G plus R. Substitute the same thing in this Ig. So you will be getting something like 1 divided by G plus, okay, it might be some other value as well, right? Just learn the process. So I'm taking it process. Then we have G plus R plus of X. Then it should 2. So you take it on the other sides. 2 into G plus R is equal to X. It's basically one step problem. Okay, let me carry out this equation over here. We will be having something like G plus R plus X is equal to 2 into G plus R. The G plus R bracket over here cancels out. X is equal doubled. What is this? So this is the step-by-step way of going about it. Limiting factor Ig. Having a look at your current. Hi, Nikilu. Hi, Wesley Kishore. Hi, everyone. Good evening, students. Hi. Shunted, ammeter, large resistance in series, voltmeter. Do remember this. Okay. In fact, there was a like a direct question on how do you connect ammeter and voltmeter. Okay. This is a little calculation oriented question. I'll come to this question. There's a way of thinking about this question. If you want to try it out, you can try it out. I'll discuss instead, rest of the questions. We'll come to this question tomorrow because it requires detailed analysis. We'll get started with this question. I don't want to mess up this concept. It's basically Kirchhoff law concept. I'm just thinking if there is any shortcut. Okay, let me come to the shortcut. The shortcut is going to be something like this. Just notice the shortcut, and then tomorrow we'll discuss the solution and come to the shortcut tomorrow. You want to what all values? Plus 1 volts, 2 volts, plus 2 volts, minus 1 volts. In a given circuit, in the figure, currents in the different branches and the value of the resistance of one resistor is shown. One resistor value is given to you, and I think one current value is given to you, that is 1 ampere, and even over here 2 ampere is given to you, and that one resistor's value is what? 2 ohm. One resistor's value is given to you, value of currents are given to you. Okay, and some 1 volt and 2 volt are given to you. Okay, the potential of point B with respect to A. Okay, this is the way that you can predict, given this kind of friendly options. I don't know whether this is not, I wouldn't say this is not friendly option. This is definitely a friendly option. So you need to find out potential of A with respect to B. B with respect to A. Basically, you go in this direction. Okay, basically you go in this direction. And current is flowing in which direction? This direction. Okay. Let's do a thing. Let's think about it this way as well. How about this? I think we have to solve this. Definitely it's not plus 2. Could it be B with respect to A? So you have let's think about it. Is there a shortcut? I'm also skeptical. Is there a shortcut? So I go in this direction. I should be gaining some potential across this resistance. And finally, the result would be amazing, you know. This resistor actually does not exist. That later on. Then I go in this direction. This is going to add a minus. I've told you this thing, but you need to solve and understand it. There is a typically, you know, like the number of steps that there are, like, you know, steps that you have to follow to solve. Okay, you start with Kirchhoff, current law, junction law, and then you go to Kirchhoff voltage law or loop law. You first write down the equation for Kirchhoff current law, and then write down the equation for Kirchhoff voltage law, like for both of them, and try to take individual loops, try to eliminate the thing that you don't want. That's how you go about any such question. Okay, and you'll see typical questions also in your JEE. This is a very good question. Okay, this is definitely a very good question. What I'm trying to do over here is trying to like find a shortcut, and that's what we are trying and doing over here. And what I'm noticing, okay, this is something. Okay, I don't think, you know, you should be doing that in the exam though, because we have already, if you have noticed, first thing that you should be writing over here is this is going to be 1 ampere in this direction from Kirchhoff voltage law. So if it was exam, this is how I would be solving, just showing that, and trying to intuit things, not getting any better solutions, to be honest. Very interesting question though. I don't think there is any shortcut. All I know is it's not going to be -2 plus 2 volts, because I'm moving in this direction, and this is definitely not giving me 3 volts, because all of a sudden 3 volts cannot appear anywhere. It can be either, like, you know, 0 volts or less than 0 volts, hence the answer should be -1. Okay, this is not a very good way of doing it. It's applicable for this question. So what have I told you is, okay, first thing I would have done is this. I would go for a Kirchhoff loop law. Here it is 2 amperes exiting, and 1 ampere entering, 1 ampere entering, right? Now the thing is, the other option that I have is either go this way, B to D, or go this way from B to D. Okay, so in this case, what I'm saying is a very simple thing. So if I go in this way, also we can find out what is going to happen, and I'll get the value of resistances, etc. Because I know this is 1 ampere. I can apply a loop law over here and get the value of resistance. Okay, of the net resistance. Net resistance is good enough. Okay, net resistance is good enough. Okay, you go in this direction, you should be gaining 1 volt. It should be like again 2 volts, so 3 volt is dropping in this. Okay, actually the question is done. 3 volt. So B minus D, it's -1 volt. Okay, I'll explain you what have I done. I didn't know this kind of shortcut exists. We'll discuss the detailed solution as well. So see, what have I told you is, see, here it is 1 ampere. So here also it is 1 ampere. Here it is 2 ampere. Here also it is 2 ampere. So 2 ampere is exiting, 1 ampere is entering. Where did the other 1 ampere go? Nowhere else. From JCL we know it's going to be like whatever it is, Kirchhoff junction law we know. We know it should be like it's circuit, I don't know, current law, Kirchhoff current law, KCL. Okay, it should be like 1 ampere. Now the thing is, these resistances are unknown. Which one? These one and these one. I can take a net of them, that is like I can call this, replace this with 1. If this is R1, this is R2, I can take an equivalent resistance between them, that is going to be R1 plus R. Okay, and in this loop I can apply Kirchhoff voltage law, right? I have everything to apply Kirchhoff voltage law. Which loop? Just a moment. This loop, right? I go in this direction and I find out it should be 0. So basically 1 volt, I'm gaining 1 volt. I'm going from negative to positive. 1 volt I'm gaining, and then I have like 1 ampere into 2 ohm. Again I'm gaining 2 volts. Why am I gaining 2 volts? Because it is, I'm moving in the direction opposite to the current. So current is going from lower potential to higher potential. Sorry, higher potential to lower potential, or lower potential to higher potential to lower potential. Confused. Lower potential to higher potential. Right? Whatever. You move in the opposite direction of current towards this K. And then I say this into this R net, this into that of R net. We'll get into the detailed solution as required for your exam. There is a method as well, okay? There is a step-by-step method that you can follow to get the answer. Into 1 ampere, I know this is 1 ampere because whatever is being dropped, gained at 1 volt and this 1 volt and this 2 ohm has to drop across R1 and R2. That is R net. That is how much? So you are basically losing 3 volt on this R net. You're losing, okay, you're losing 3 volt. Do remember this. It's not you're gaining. You're losing this much. It's basically negative. It's on the other side, right? It's basically not like this. It's like this. It is just to find out the value of the resistances. It would be like this. This is the equation. Okay. So basically you'll get the value of R net. If you don't want to do this, you can do this as well. I didn't know this kind of solution also existed. So this should be like 3 ohms, this net. And now let me erase everything. Don't worry, I'll come to the detailed solution as well. But there is a step-by-step method. Okay, given any such question, be it even JEE Advanced, there is a step-by-step solution. Sometimes you need to make your decision. Okay, you need to understand the thing. From B to A, I have to go. From B to A, if you try to calculate this resistance, actually this will come out to be 0. It's an amazing thing, but forget it. If it's 0, it's very easy. So anyway, if you move in this direction, current is moving in this direction, what is happening? You are dropping 3 volt. So if I go through this loop, I don't have to go through the loop, right? That's my mistake. I don't have to go through the loop. I have to go from VB minus VA. VB minus VA is how much? I'm gaining 2 volts plus 2 volts over here. I'm losing my 3 volts over here. So this should have been how much? VB minus VD should have been minus 1. VB minus VA, I'm sorry, VB minus VA should have been the plus 2 volt that you have gained minus of the 3 volt that you have lost. Okay, such solution exists. I didn't know it up until this class. Actually, to be honest, we will be doing a step-by-step way. There is a step-by-step way to guess it as. Okay, it's an easy one. All right, we'll discuss many more things tomorrow. We are running out of time. It's a very easy paper, students. It's a simple paper, one of the best papers. There are few questions, few things that you need to understand throughout the paper, and many more things coming up in 2020 PYQ. But try and complete all the PYQs and current electricity because it's a very important chapter. Very, 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 very important chapter. Definitely you get questions every year. Definitely. There is no year that you wouldn't see without any questions from JEE Mains or JEE Advanced in your without current electricity. It's not one question, but 2 to 3 questions, sometimes 4 questions. Okay, so that is the kind of questions. That is the number of questions that you would get from current electricity. One of the most, or I would say, this is like that individual topic in one single topic from which you get the most questions. Next would be magnetism or optics. Even optics, you get only 2 questions. Current electricity, sometimes you get 3 questions in a year. No, so this is just going to be one such question. Okay, whatever we are doing, right? That lengthy calculation, that is like unlucky. I wouldn't say unlucky, but anyway, it's a percentile averaging. But that way, rest of the sessions, you are able to crack the easy question. Some people are not able to crack the easy question. That way, anyway, your percentile is going up. That's really a bad thing. If you get a tough question, think about it, take it positively, because if you know the techniques, you can solve it better and you are able to do it better than rest of. Okay, so students, yes, this Sunday again we are going to have a free class on, free special class on your vectors. Why do I say free special class? We have already completed everything around your vectors. Everything is available for free of cost on your Unacademy learning app. So if you are lagging behind anything in vectors, you can complete them on this special classes. And also if you want to get a practical understanding of vectors, we have discussed everything in this 6 sessions. Now we are going to have another session that is like problems in vector session, in which we are going to only discuss problems in vectors. Okay, that is the Sunday 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and Monday we are going to have a JEE Mains 2020 problem discussion on electrostatics. Don't miss it out. This is going to be on Monday from 10 a.m. to 12:30. So don't miss out this session as well, because it's going to be important. If you have already done it, good. Try and understand the techniques. Even 22 aspirants also can attend this. Why do I say this? Because we are discussing some techniques, right? Even PYQs 21 aspirants can attend it. And similarly, vectors 21 aspirants, if you are not thorough with vectors, you can attend just this 6 sessions. It will get over in hardly like 10-15 hours, and you'll be thorough with vectors. Even you'll be able to solve some questions in your maths, but you need to go through everything. Of course, you are welcome, Nikhil. You're definitely welcome. Yep. And that being said, we have already completed units, dimensions and measurements. Again, these are all available for free of cost on your Unacademy learning app. Complete sessions, everything required for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, you can cover it on Unacademy learning app for free of cost by attending this units, dimensions and measurement session. What have we covered? Units based problem, dimension analysis of important quantities, dimension analysis of given any kind of thing, any kind of this random kind of unknown variable problem, and PYQs, error analysis, least count, measuring instruments like vernier calipers and screw gauge. Don't get terrified by the names that I am naming. All it will take is like 4+1 session. In fact, in 4 sessions you will be thorough with the theory, and that 1 session is a model problem session, so it will take only few hours to complete it, and you definitely get an easy question. Not only the topic is easy, you will get an easy question every year in your JEE Mains and also in your JEE Advanced. You wouldn't notice a single paper of JEE Mains without units, dimensions and measurement question. And in fact, one more important thing, this is for also everyone, and especially for 2021 aspirant, you can make use of dimensional consistency to solve many problems in your exam. To come up with the solution in JEE Mains, even in JEE Advanced, it is possible. So don't miss out the opportunity of not doing the dimension analysis. In fact, in this PYQ session, we'll be doing dimensional consistency analysis in many places and coming up with the answers. Okay, your answer should be dimensionally consistent with whatever the result is being expected. If that does not happen, then the answer does not exist. So this way also this topic carries a lot of weightage in your JEE Mains, even sometimes in your JEE Advanced. Not just about that 1 or 2 questions that you get in exam. Many times you'll be able to guess the questions. So that is an amazing thing about your units, dimensions and measurements chapter. And not only that, students, if you don't have a Telegram app yet, just do download this Telegram app from your Google Play Store and App Store, and then click on to this link which is available in the description box. So there is a link in the description box. You can click on to this link and join our Telegram channel. And students, what do you get on this Telegram channel? You will get before time live updates on every session conducted by our JEE English team, be it on Unacademy learning app or JEE English YouTube channel. You can also type in JEE_English to find us on Telegram. Okay, we have an amazing team delivering lectures every day. So yeah, get on to our Telegram channel. And students, if you don't have an Unacademy learning app yet, just do type in Unacademy on your Google Play Store, App Store. The first search result is going to be Unacademy learning app and the most downloaded education app. Just click on this install button and you will have an amazing app handy. And why do you want to do this? If you start following me on Unacademy learning app, you will get live notifications on this A to Z sessions. And your favorite educators, whomever you follow, you'll be able to get live notifications by downloading that app, following your educators. And not only that, you will get access to free of cost quizzes and many more things, many more features on Unacademy learning app. And moreover, you can attend the classes from anywhere. You don't have to worry about it. Of course, you are welcome, Nikhil. You're definitely welcome. You're welcome, Geeta. Everyone, you're welcome, students, definitely. And yeah, stay regular. You will be understanding rest of the concepts. Okay, we'll be trying and discussing all the concepts like a revision session of your current and electricity in this. And potentially, we'll take up the next heavyweight topic in the next like PYQ session. Okay, like a revision, we'll do it as a revision as well, so don't worry about it. And that being said, yes students, this is an amazing app, so do download it if you don't have one. And that being said, this 3rd of January, that is after New Year, we are going to have the most competitive gamified IIT JEE battle ever, and you can compete live and win lots of rewards and prizes. This includes like hundreds of Amazon voucher, MacBook Air, Apple iPod, Apple EarPods. So yeah, like we have dedicated batches for 11th class students, 12th class students and droppers. You of course welcome Kishore. Everyone, you're welcome. You're definitely welcome students. And yes, this 3rd of January, enroll. If you're planning to enroll it with Murli Live code. Do not forget to do that, and you can unlock many features on Unacademy learning app using Murli Live code. So make use of it this 3rd of January. Don't miss it out. If you're missing it out, make sure you're also attending something else, because this is a competitive gamified fun event, right? Because where you can win lots of rewards and prizes. Yes, if you're attending it, use Murli Live code and attend them students. Yeah. And yeah, if you're looking for a complete package for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. And what do we have for you? We have the best educators delivering daily live interactive classes. So every day you'll be getting interactive classes with these best educators on a very interactive platform with live polls and leaderboards. Yes, we have aggregated all the best educators on one platform where you would not have any batch restriction. Yes, and that being said students, yeah, you can also get access to amazing test series set by those best educators. That way you will be able to analyze your overall position and improve upon your mistakes using our test series and analysis. And that being said, you also get access to structured programs on Unacademy subscription. Every program on Unacademy subscription platform is going to be structured, and you'll get access to so many live doubt clearing classes, lots of live doubt clearing classes. And in fact, every 4th session is going to be a live doubt clearing session on Unacademy subscription platform. And students, yes, even you will have quizzes and mega quizzes. And as I told you, there are no batch restrictions. It's only one subscription for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced program. You can start attending as many programs as you like. And coming to the part where and how you get it. Either you can get it from the web-based version, and if you have downloaded an app or if you're on the web-based version, do log in. And click on the left hand top corner extension bar, choose the plus option, choose IIT JEE as your goal, and hit on this get subscription button. And yes students, coming to the pricing part also, it's very reasonable. Yeah, I do know Tamil. Yeah, Kishore, yes, I do know Tamil. I know Tamil, Telugu, yeah, and Hindi as well. Okay. And coming to the pricing part, all it is going to cost you is less than 70 rupees a day if you go for a 24-month subscription, and we typically recommend 24-month subscription to students in 9th to 11th class. And make sure you're applying Murli Live code so that you're getting best discounts on your subscription purchases, best maximum discount. And if you're not seeing this price point, do apply Murli Live code and get that discount. Don't miss out any discounts, and that's going to be an amazing thing when you're going to make use of my code. Yeah. And students, yes, you can now split your payments into multiple parts using our pay in parts option, and you don't have to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. We also have access to no cost EMI, which means you don't have to pay any interest on your easy monthly installments on Unacademy subscription platform. So it's like splitting the payments into multiple parts, and you don't have to pay any interest on those easy monthly installments on Unacademy subscription platform. So these are two typical payment options that I recommend to have a look to students, because this can take away the hassle of paying all the fee at once. And if you're looking for other payment options, we have that as well, like debit card, credit card, UPI, net banking on our Unacademy subscription platform. You're welcome, Kishore. You're definitely welcome. Yep. And students, yes, if you are in long term, or if you're a dropper, you can go for, or if you're in 12th class, you can go for a 12-month subscription. We have dedicated droppers batch. We have yes, you're welcome, Nikhil. Thank you so much, students. Thank you so much. And yes, students, if you're in long term, if you're a dropper, you can go for a 12-month subscription. And the 12-month subscription, what do you have for you? We have dedicated droppers batch. We have like national level test series going on. We have lectures delivered by or lectures that are being delivered by authors like DC Pandian, DC Gupta sir on an Unacademy subscription platform. Not only that, students, we have many more amazing things for droppers like micro courses, etc. And if you haven't completed the course, or if you're left behind, you can complete them on an Unacademy subscription platform. And coming to 12-month course, how much is that going to cost you? All it is going to cost you is less than 2,900, 2,888. And make sure you apply Murli Live code to get the best discount on your subscription purchases. As well as not only that, if you have any queries regarding Unacademy subscription, you can ask them on the classes or on the special classes. I'll be able to tell you about it. And we have something also known as iconic subscription. So whatever we have discussed until now is about plus subscription, and we have also something known as iconic subscription, where you don't only get access to all the features of plus, along with that you'll be getting personal coaching from IITians and IITians, and also expert guidelines, live workshops, many more things on iconic subscription. So think about it, you're going to get personal mentoring from IITians and NITians and head of coaching institutes. So this is possible on an Unacademy subscription, iconic subscription platform, like personal mentoring, one-on-one mentoring, and expert guidelines, the strategy sessions, the do's and don'ts, and from best educators, IITians and IITians who have previously cracked this journey, who have previously gone through this journey, who understand things from the mistakes, and who know the path to success. What do I mean by who know the path to success? Like they have exactly gone through the same experience, and they know what they have done at that end moment to make it happen, and what you should not be doing in the exam, what they have learned from the mistakes. You can get that all on iconic subscription, and if you can afford it, it is one of the best thing, be it plus or iconic. And iconic could be like a better thing for your JEE preparation. And if you go for a 1-year subscription, all it is going to cost you is 58,500. And if you go for a 24-month subscription, it's going to cost you 90,000 for 2 years. That is like less than 50,000, 45,000 per year. That is for a 2-year one. And of course, make use of Murli Live code so that you can get best discounts on your subscription purchases. Yes, you can get the best discount on subscription purchases by applying Murli Live code, be it plus, iconic, 6, 12 or 24-month program. And students, yes, now you can take your JEE preparation to the next level with our personal coaching on iconic subscription, students. Yes, that is possible. And we have an amazing team of IITians and IITians and head of coaching institutes on JEE English. So don't miss out any lectures. And if you want to take iconic subscription, you can take it with us, and you can take your JEE preparation to the next level with our personal coaching, IIT JEE workshops, expert guidelines, study planners, test analysis, etc. And students, yes, we have begun 2 batches right now on an Unacademy subscription. One is Manzil batch, which has just begun today, and the Rank Booster 2.0 batch, which has also begun today. If you would like to attend them, these are conducted by some of the best educators of Unacademy team. So you can start attending them right away on an Unacademy subscription platform. That being said, students, this lecture is a full-length, high-quality, and also not just a normal lecture. We are discussing also techniques that you can use in your exams, be it any chapter. We are doing that. So definitely do like and share this video on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram channel, etc. The reason being, one, students in need will get access. It's not just now financial, it's not just financial right now, it's also about that need of 2021 coming up. So do share it with your friends, do share it on your social media. It would be amazing to have them and discuss those techniques along with them and coming up with new techniques. That is totally possible. So do share it and click on that bell button and subscribe button so that you can get timely notifications from our JEE English channel. And students, yes, do not forget to keep smiling. And do remember, you're attending this PYQ session, so also work smart. Work smart, work smart. This time I'm saying this, work smart and also work hard. Given that you're limited time, if you're not yet prepared, don't worry about it. There are lots of attempts, lots of opportunity, but work hard and smart. Smart work is going to pay it off, and avoid any gossips about exam syllabus, etc., etc. Keep smiling, keep smiling, keep smiling, and kill your ego and acquire knowledge and share it, students. And yes, and if you're unlocking any feature on Unacademy, you can make use of Murli Live code, be it subscription purchases, any feature, Unacademy Combat, etc. Make use of Murli Live code and work smart. And tomorrow again we will have a PYQ session at same time, same place. Take care and good night, everyone. Good night, Nikhil. Good night, Kishore. Good night, Geeta. Good night. Yeah. Good night, everyone. Yeah. Good night. Good night. Good night. Take care. Stay safe. Bye bye. And yeah, you can also start attending gravitation sessions on JEE English, and many more things are available. You can check out rest of the lecturer sessions as well. Take care, stay safe, bye bye. See you in the next class.